Ugh. All right. What a good day, guys. Fucking absolutely wildin'. I don't know if you
Beautiful
guys.
day.
Yeah, AMD wicked up and hit 210. Gave me another nice juicy trim. Not sure if it's gonna keep
Oh,
moving, but I'm gonna swing it for now.
I'll swing you.
Oh shit. I, I could fucking use it. Maybe help my back.
I'm just fucking with you.
Swing me around like a little princess. Ooh.
Oi, oi, oi.
That
There
sounds
she
about
is.
right. Here she is. Wow.
Buenas tardes.
¿Qué onda?
¿Qué onda?
Enjoying this beautiful fucking weather out here in California way.
Yes, sir.
70 degrees out here in San Jose.
$54.
Ooh,
Over
that
here.
sounds beautiful. It's
Buenas tardes, señor Daniel.
buenas tardes,
Buenas
Senor
tardes.
Papi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oh. Tell the chest. Happy. What's up, yo? Let me, yeah, I'll just bring this up. Since I posted the new video. All right, we'll start this off. I'll probably repeat this a couple of times. But I posted on TikTok a new video. If everybody could just go watch it, it's important. If you watch me on TikTok or follow me there, go check that out. Yeah, it does. I've had a couple of warnings, so I feel the hammer closing in shortly.
How many espressos you've had already?
I only had that one, dude. I could feel it, the power surging through me, dude. I couldn't handle it anymore. I had to take
Made you feel like you collected all the Infinity Stones?
basically, dude. It really does. Like when I wake up exhausted, man. Yeah, espresso's my friend. I gotta chill out though a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Take a look at the ETFs really quickly. Make it quick. We're not really. I know some of you guys are trading this one. SPY filled its gap, made new highs. Absolutely diabolical. So there's really nothing here to say other than possibly a little speculative short. If we were to gap down underneath it, we'd need to then lose that 693.50. But otherwise, if you're bullish, cool. I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm just not participating in swinging into all-time highs, sticking to the rules. QQQ also did the same, closing up right up against the damn wicks, and that's got me thinking. Now, as far as empty space to the upside, we're lacking, right? And it is the 630 target, 630.50. If you're looking for a swing of any kind on Qs, that is the only target I have to the upside. So otherwise, you can set out the same map or hedge yourself for the worst case scenario, whatever you need to do. But right now, we're firmly planted above 627.67. I don't think anything bearish happens until we lose that and 626.50. All right. Last one, IWM, juicy range, but that's just about it. So we got a nice, I mean, it could be a continuation candle going into highs. When I look at the 2 hour, it definitely could be something where you speculate on a gap down. But other than that, I don't really see. It's 1, 2, 1. Yeah, kind of only one. Well, no, I guess you get that wick right there. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you have to gap up above this and keep ripping. So, hear me? Should be able to. Should be able to. All right. So all three ETFs, guys, looking Q's looking a little more juicy, I think, out of all of them. Everything's been moving up, and of course, we'll have to do a really quick recap over today. I took a day trade today on AMD. Ended up being absolutely fucking spanking, and due to its close and its resistance to the to resistance, actually, it has not been pushed down for any sort of sizable pullback. I will allow this to retest and look for, you guessed it, a swing up into that 212 area, and who the fuck knows, actually. I'll try to leave some runners on the table depending on the price action as we are in that moment. So that's not something I don't think, yeah, I don't know if I would take it after those contracts have been pumped, but that was a pretty damn good fucking trade. I'm pretty stoked with myself today. I rewarded myself with a nice DoorDash. My bad. All right, so a couple of other ones taken off today. Oracle finally giving some of you motherfuckers a break and possibly breaking Michael Burry's balls. Probably not. Empty space, candle close. Oracle? Apparently, I'm so out of the loop, bro. Yeah, apparently he's shorting Oracle, but look at that. I mean, seriously, just take a second to like think about that. Article comes in, Michael Burry shorting Oracle. The next day, it goes from $195.90 to fuck it, a $11 move, all the way to 206, wicking up into the 206.60s. So, I mean, it's that kind of stuff that makes you be like, see what you guys got going on here. Very convenient. But anyway, that being said, if you are holding Oracle, what else can we do, right? What else can you do? This is where it either works or it doesn't. I am piggybacking off of some previous resistances and looking at 208 because there's nothing here. 208.50 as a potential. If it gaps up, we could be in danger for shorter expiration contracts. If it gaps down, we should be good to go. What do you mean, Garrett? I don't want it to gap down. Yes, you kind of do, right? Yes, you kind of do, because if it sits down or retest overnight, it sets you up for a beautiful gap fill in the morning off of structure and potentially, like AMD or Oracle, ripping into new highs. So good stuff on that one. Absolute baggage. We also had, yeah, we'll post that one in there as well. Let's see here. Oracle CRWV still ripping, still holding. Actually, its highs. I feel like we got one. You know what I mean? I don't. Actually, head count. How many of you on YouTube and Discord are still in CRWV? I know not everybody is in there. If you didn't catch it, we'll do this shit again, just as if I've said 1,000 times. You got it? Okay, cool.
You got it. Garrett, I got a question on that CoreWeave.
On the who?
Right, I did.
On CoreWeave that you're talking about right now?
Yeah. What's up, man?
So around like the 8750 area, when it had that pullback, I was trying to, I'm trying to get better at holding through these pullbacks, and it didn't really go back down far, but I was looking, and the closest time frame was like 30 minutes, and it just wasn't. I mean, it shook me out of the position.
Did it? Okay. Okay. All right. That's fine, because right now we can use this as a learning opportunity so that you don't do it again, right? That's how this works. So first off, right, one of the things that I do whenever we're moving up is I look at what you've accomplished. What have you grabbed hold of? What ledge have we grabbed onto? And when you look at this pullback, 30-minute, yeah, maybe it leaked down a little bit further, but we also have more than that we're really looking at. Now, let me ask you a question. Where'd you get in? Or was this your entry overall?
No, my entry was yesterday at $80. I think it was like $80.12.
Okay, yeah. So that we can't have that, right? We can't have something like and I'm not, roasting your bones or anything like that, but you want to try to make sure that you're looking at, and even if that means going down here to a lower time frame where the 5-minute was actually the clear. I had this up on my screen because I wanted people to be looking at this, where you could even go to the 3, because again, the faster something moves, the more likely there's structure down below. And we had this box sitting on this range, and it would have been those two that would have stopped you or put you into a space where you would have retested 84, which is where we broke out from today. Right? And next time you feel like you're about to get stopped out, there's too many people in here that you could talk to, because with an $80 average and candles closing the way that they were, you know, I feel like it was just what was that? About 2 hours, two and a half hours of sideways, you know, building. But that being said, when I'm holding a position, I'm looking left. There's you know, yes, there is hard lines, but I'm also looking on the lower time frame if we've ripped up really quickly. So I'm looking left and I'm looking up down on the lower time frames to find structure. That's what we talk about all the time, as far as when you rip fast, you're going to have to utilize, right? Even if you were like trying to get into CoreWeave, there was a punchback that happened over 89.50, and that could have been your entry. So with that being said, I would be a little bit more proactive with your like charting or moving down into lower time frames, or asking questions, you know, or talking to other people who might be in it. So still in a CoreWeave and Oracle. Does that answer your question, man?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you, man. I just want to make sure I answer your question. And again, anybody in here, right? You're a part of a collective. Or, you know, you don't have to do what people say. Nobody should be telling you what to do, but they can tell you what they see, because they might see something that you don't. And if they say, hey, do you see this? And then you look and you see it, cool. If you don't, maybe ask somebody else. I don't know. Am I holding CoreWeave? Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Queen. All right. FBI, open up. Dude, Dan, send me that English address, brother, or I'm going to start the Revolutionary War again. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gasman, I'm sorry if you're in here too. Just a little colonialism joke. Yeah, we'll take a look at that one. All right, so last ones here. I mean, we'll go over that one in a second, but pins today sat sideways. No update on that one. It is turning a little red. If you feel it necessary, or you are, again, you can get back in, or we can find a better place to get in. But I am looking at 24.75. Not yet. But if we drop down into or under, you actually see the wick down here. 26.50 or 26.60. Those are areas I'll be looking to hedge. All right, let's go ahead and get to your request. Check my levels on. Yeah. What? If you're good, then you would. What? On Robo. No. The fuck? All right. Yeah. If you don't mind, go ahead and drop your request. Oracle's good to. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Did I not go over that one? Yeah, I did. I thought I did. Like I said earlier, I'm piggybacking off of, we're above that. And so I'm piggybacking off of some old levels inside of the empty space. I've got 209.50. I've got 211 directly up above us tomorrow. And again, you know, you look at the 24-hour on Oracle, it's a good candle close. There is a channel that channel anyway, that I was pointing out earlier. Man, it looks like trash. Jesus Christ. What am I, blind? Something like that. So it lines up so well with the 217 area. That is a confluence, for those of you guys who are new. Confluence is just a word to make you sound really smart, but it just means two lines running into each other, two sets of data running into each other, if you don't want to sound stupid and say lines. All right. Let's see here. MO up. Got out of, oh, hold on, let me see. Got out of WDC for 372%. That's, I almost said that's a good boy. You know what? That's a good boy. I'm just kidding. Nice job. Did you get out all the way? No, don't clip that. All right. You know what?
I did. I only had one contract.
I curse you to 1 week of gap down overnight on your bullish position. Oh!
Wow.
No, they were expensive, chef. And
Yeah.
I had a bit of a spread.
Played rude.
I'm sorry. Well, good. I mean, regardless, man. Great job. Great job. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, you got it, man. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Okay. So we got a little fucking. If chili was a chart, this would be it. Look at it simmer. A 58.55. Now, the structure that we're moving through right now, great candle close, 3 fatty bars. That's a technical term. And it looks like on a lower time frame, excuse me, you're approaching a lower time frame trigger of 58.30. So 58.30 tomorrow. Now, because of looking at how this thing moves and its whippy price action and stuff like that, I would just be aware that if it doesn't, or if it buys time, it would buy time in here. That's it. That's the only thing I really have to say. Otherwise, you're closing well. Solid candle close. Let's look for continuation into that empty space. It's a big play. Iran. Damn. That shit looks fucking good. That's the first green candle too out of the box. Man.
Right.
Right?
Break of structure.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to look right.
Space to target.
I was like, there's nothing there. Yeah, there is 24-hour empty space for sure. I think that's where you should focus. What do the contracts look like?
What is the target there? 55? 58?
58. So that you could, depending on the strike
58.50.
price. So again, remember, if you're playing, like, let's say you're looking at a play, and the contracts are like at, let's say I'm not looking at the strikes right now, but it's like 58.50, right? Or if that's a strike, and you're playing with like next week's, but it's maybe $80, so it's like a little bit too expensive for you. If you look at that strike price and at the target based strike, or excuse me, pause, reverse. If you look right outside of the money at the contract and you see that the contract's going 3 or 4 steps out of the money with value, you can see that it's up that day or it's holding a lot of value. The spread looks good. That gives you the option, especially if it's speculative, to play further out than your strike price. But stricter rules are applied. You have to reduce your risk when that target gets hit because you are not in the money and it falls away from you. That could be bad. All right. Anyway, we're going to go over plays for earnings. We could probably do that. Not now, but maybe later.
Potter.
Yep.
60s and 58s for this week of the tighter spread for Iron.
54 is the first target for the, see, I have to bring that down to a lower time frame with this week's expirations because again, we're playing, it doesn't translate well, right? So that's something it doesn't mean it can't happen, but like there is a better chance of this getting to 54 tomorrow. Now, end of week, 57.50. And then at that point, because of the structure in front of you, might be next week that you need to play that all the way up. Now, one thing I'm not familiar with is its game. How does it rip? It looks like it's pretty solid. Big push right up there. One thing I'd like to see here is once it gets going or once it closes green like it is now, it usually continues doing so. Yeah, I mean, for this week's, just a little bit more risky. Harder to set a stop loss on those. But still, actually, you can look right there on the hourly. It is 51. 50. So tomorrow you could look at a $52 break. Is entering on CRWV too late? I would say so, man. Well, it's really the contract price, dude. That's like what I would be worried about, advising somebody to get into this. They're super. Yeah, the $100 strikes are jacked. A lot of these contracts are up 5, 6, 7, 800% today. So that's one thing that I stay away from. And oftentimes, if I didn't, well, look, I'm getting ahead of myself because I also got in a little bit earlier. It is above, right, the 90.44. So tomorrow, right, if we don't gap up ridiculous or just finish the move, it is highly probable that you come back down, and that could provide just a quick retest back down. That could provide that entry to the upside. So, yeah, I really looks good. In and out. Love you, bro. Peace. Love you too, man. I love you.
My falabella.
What the fuck did you just say? My falabella? What do you say? Somebody translate.
I know, say it's too expensive for my contracts.
Yeah. Yeah. I like, for me, and sometimes it sucks because like it keeps going. I think it happened on Apple, or it was on AMD. I think I missed a gap. It like gapped up overnight, and like there's just things that like it keeps me safe, in the sense where I can't catch them all, but also like I like when my entry, like, where is CoreWeave or Oracle or Elf, like we're past where we need to be, so we're exceeding expectations. I am still in pins. What did I see on CoreWeave to get in? 2 bounces off the bottom, 2 off the top, consolidation, empty space, lower time frame, consolidation, break, retest, gap fill. Yeah, the box, when you go move into a lower time frame, if you'll notice right here, before it pops up and fills empty space, or it shrinks down, right? Gets real. I gotta watch how words I use. It gets all coiled up tightly. So that, right, typically, or floor bounce, but that's what I was looking at on CoreWeave. And we were initially we're saying, yeah, basically over 91. We're looking for a move up into the hundreds, but given the opportunity and the contract cost. Yeah, I had no idea. All right, Roblox. Damn. Fuck. Damn. See, where's your signals, John? That's fucked up, dude.
Gee.
Yeah, dude, he didn't say anything to anybody, dude. That's those Alabama alum, dude. They're always like, I'm just kidding.
Took it all on his own.
All on his own. Then making it and then guilt tripping us for not giving him signals. That's crazy, John. I feel hurt, man. Abandoned.
Right.
Just like my parents, dude. Just like my dad. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Fuck it, dude.
I thought you drew those green lines until you zoned in.
Yeah. This looks really good, man. It looks really, obviously the only thing that's needed here is, and you're closing right up against it, is over 76, 78. It looks good to the wick at 79. Damn, it's only $1 move. Oh wait, hold on, no, I'm tripping. Yeah, so it is break over 76 up to 79, and then given the fact that it does have some more empty space up there, and the biggest floor is 80.50, I would look at 80.50. That looks pretty fucking good. If you're on TikTok, you should go to YouTube. I know you don't see anything but my face, and you don't have to look at that. I can promise you it's not going to help. It might hurt. Don't do it. But yeah, go to YouTube. The screen is there. We're screaming.
Is CPI?
Yes. 30. It'll be a bunch of fudge numbers. I saw that MO chart. It looks good. It looks good. Potter Stocks Trading. Also, make sure to watch the video if you're on TikTok that I just posted. I got new. I can't say too much about it, but you should do that. All right. Damn, John. And I don't even get a smiley face or anything. John didn't even give us a smiley face, dude. That's crazy. Oh, there it is. Makes it a little better. A little creepy. I might have to look at that one at the end of the day, dude. I think the contracts are typically fucking jacked. All right. We've got what do I think of this 4-hour on Lulu? Man, this shit did exactly. It went right back up, filled the wick. I am looking for a punchback over 213.60 for what I think now could be a channel. And that could lead us to a breakout and back up to 223.23. So if you're still rocking with pins, or pins, Lulu, same thing.
I was about to say, it's like, wait, I'm looking at a Lulu chart.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically we're looking for a 24-hour punchback. We wicked off of cost basis, so tomorrow's goal, we do not have a signal off of that. So it might be intraday that you're looking for that wick up and out. All right, what up? All right. I feel like when I drink too much espresso, I forget to breathe. You know what I mean? Anybody know what I mean or no?
No.
No? Okay. I just feel like, oh shit. What'd you say? You just turned into a robot. Drinking too much. Oracle does look good, yeah. Looks muy delicioso. So does Riot. It does. I see. Sneaky. Confluence. Damn. That shit made me feel like a pro.
Lines.
Lines. Yep. 1731 and $18 would be my first targets. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. All right, let's see. AI. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I don't know, man. Maybe the time is arising. God damn, what a torture chamber. It hasn't done it though. Look at this. Hold on. Reverse. This is some conspiracy theories shit right here. Where's our pop? That was trash, but I was still a pop. Pop?
It's coming, bro, with the Pinterest news.
Papa? You're just like Papa. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Man, I want to take 1588s. We'll be right back. Da, 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 da. I need like game show exit music, Ivy, on the soundboard. So whenever I say we'll be right back, it sounds cool. All right, AI Neo. Don't disturb me with your conspiracy theories. That looks interesting. Okay, floor regrab. But you're also in a nightmare at the same time. So what'd you grab hold of today? You grabbed hold of that, you bounced off of it. What stopped you today? I don't know. It's like the floor, the old floor, ye old floor. And that hourly box right there, or range. So Neo, I mean, yeah, you're pinched in between what you need and what you don't. As is life. I would be aiming for the gap fill 515, man. Some comments were filtered to protect the community's experience. Thanks, TikTok. Maybe we could protect my experience and stop banning me. How about that? Oh man, Chad did some rituals out in those mountains, dude. Not bad. Aim into the wick, 361, and then obviously, if you're a betting man, you gotta be looking at 371, 370, and up in there. Looks good. Damn. Oh shit. Well, you know what? I give you 225 target on that one up yonder. Way down yonder in the Chattahoochee. That actually doesn't look bad. I mean, there's really no structure to go off of. Except for, like...
Does it get hotter than a hoochie coochie?
It does. Yeah, it does. What was he thinking? What was he thinking? What was that? Yeah. Espresso got me feeling like a jukebox right now. Yeah. So just a couple of little pushes back up, maybe a little retest here, but AMC looks, I mean, again, it's always going to be what it is, which is a little Gambolini stock, so tread carefully, I'm sure. All right, what else? BMNR. BNMR. Nope. Said it out loud, still fucked it up. All right, let's see here. BitMine Immersion Technologies. So they download you into a fucking Bitcoin mine. Oof, man. Oof. What the hell? This thing just got liquidity. What the hell? All right, we're going to ignore all that because it don't matter. The nearest play that I see and the best opportunity would be in here. Period. End of story. Now you got a nice little base. And just to move back over 33, and I'm sure you'll be on your way. 35.55 and 38.30 would be 2 targets up above you. Swing. All right, let's see here.
Hey, have you done Oracle already?
I done did it, but I'll do it again. God dang it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And if you can't handle, I'm not saying like mentally, but like contract wise, it might give us a retest tomorrow. Now, I'm not, I'm not worried about it at the moment, but I do know that when you go to the hourly, it's that previous 208, and it's right here. Those are my 2 targets up above us. There's nothing really signaling me to go short at the moment, other than potential projections I'm making out in my mind. So other than that, I mean, imbalance retest of 202 tomorrow, and at worst, a $200 retest. You want it to happen so fast. You want it to happen so fast. Get it over with. I've had so much espresso, I think my fingertips probably taste like fucking espresso, dude. You can feel it in my fingertips. No thoughts on Iran? Where's your flag? Oh, that's Turk Diggler. It's Turk Diggler. Straw manning. Very cute. But we're trying to make a bag right now. Okay. Pure Storage. We talked about this one. Somebody asked me about this one. Whatever the fuck I was talking about did not happen. So what happened? Empty space. So good punchback over that box right there. And again, you really don't have anything other than that And then what can we find lower than that? Okay, so box. $70.75. I mean, is if you lose what you've got. I mean, I wouldn't be scared of something like that happening, but ultimately, it's not a ton of, hardcore price action up here holding you back. Yeah, 76 would be the target on that one, man. Bank of America upside earnings on Wednesday. I think we've gone over Bank of America now for earnings. And did we? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm confusing that with something else. Maybe it didn't do well. I think Chad has insight on that one. He hates this, I think. It just isn't a phenomenal earnings mover. It really, really is not. And then again, I'm basing everything that I'm doing off of setups. And when I look at Bank of America, I see no setup. I don't see anything that's empty space, anything that would be alluring for earnings. So I shall not. Do you swing into
You'll be awarded
CPI?
for trading the worst.
No, you do not. Do I swing into CPI? Did I swing? Hell yeah. I'll fucking swing through whatever.
You'll
Swing.
charge at the jungle.
Nah, dude. Like Miley Cyrus through a brick wall, brother. Yeah. All right.
Jamie at 13s wouldn't it could be a possible play if we could break that. There's a couple wicks.
You ever thought about taking a
Another
chill
1 hour.
pill? You ever thought about
What is it?
maybe you should calm down. I think you should calm down. You want to calm down?
I'm gonna take a step back. My
Ooh.
bad.
Why you short me, fam? Yes, there is a strong possibility that Jamie loses his floor and retest 1350. I'm not giving you any more than that, though. Anything past that's bad analysis, dude. Just terrible, awful analysis. I can't believe you'd even think something like that.
Could you put me on timeout, please?
Yeah. Oh, God. Wait, I don't like how you worded that.
Lamborghinis at 1350.
No Lambo. Maybe a little scooter
Wait,
that you
what?
can
We
go
want
and.
Lamborghini?
No, scooters. So you can deliver packages for Jamie. Yeah, bro, ask for a timeout. Ivy. Oh my God. You and your screenshots, dude. Get out of here.
How about you sing some more Dirks Bentley for me?
Right. Go ahead. Get him, Ivy.
You take a look at Cat.
Meow. Oh, yeah.
How is your cat, by the way? Didn't you take your cat to the vet?
That was a dog, but yes, my dog's okay. Cats are. Oh yeah, I did take my cat to the vet. You are correct. Damn, dude knows more about my life than I do. Yeah, he just got he got cut off from testosterone, if you will. So he is okay. He has a cone on his head, and he's getting what he deserves for being a jerk, peeing all over my house. Every action has a reaction. I told him to stop. Nah, he's a good boy. He's calmed down immediately. I'd calm down too. Shit. But anyway, cat channel. I would be aiming up when I see shit like this, or I'm trading something like this. I'm aiming for the channel. That's all I really got to offer. But it honestly is one of the. It makes my targeting at all-time highs easier when I have something to go off of. But the channels, points of contact, yeah, I like that. Good candle close up against or right outside. So not bad. Celsius going to finish the move. I think, I mean, yes, yeah, of course. I mean, but we've also taken Celsius all the way from $45 to $54, which for Celsius is pretty redonkulous. And I do suspect that they're based on the candles that we're seeing now. There's got to be a little bit more sideways action. But yeah, beautiful trade, dude. Absolutely. I mean, I haven't never even tried a Celsius, but I might have to. It says a celebratory crack of Celsius.
Horrible spread, but beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. The spread. Listen,
Listen.
you said you got out of it too early.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, puppy, I think you skipped me.
I sticked you? I did. No, I did it. I did it. I think I even called you Poppy. Yeah. Yeah, I said it looks good. Candle closed right up against the wall right here. You got a wick up in front of you. It's touching 360. I think on the lower time frame there was nothing but empty space, which is just that wick. So yeah, dude. Yeah, actually, right now, like as I'm living and breathing and speaking, if it can break over that 354.74, I would expect price action to lead you up, and you'll probably touch that right there for the end of the day. 355. IMSR.
Sorry.
No, you're okay, man. It's okay. It's okay.
Only fireplace for 2026.
Dude, so far we're off to a killer start. And now some of you might know what I'm about to say, but I want you to think back, right, into December when the market was kind of hot dog water. Setups couldn't hardly, I think there was a week where I wrote like 2 stocks down and they hardly did anything at all. There was some hanging on to IWM, but not the funnest trading. And now everything's going. And I know some people say we could throw shit at a wall, but like, no, there's some pretty particular stocks that are moving up while others are not. And the ones that have empty space are empty spacing. But you are riding the wave. And everybody in here, if your account has grown, you don't have to wait for you make the rules. If you have made money, if it's something that if your job gave you as a bonus, you're like, God damn, hell yeah. Pay yourself. Nobody's telling you what to do with said money. You could put it aside and let it stack. You could go throw it into something else that's long, equity, whatever you want to do. But I want to throw that out there because having a moment of awareness, right, as everything is moving, is preparing you for the inevitable not moving. It is going to happen. I'm going to be talking. You're going to hear me talking to people being like, oh man, today you shouldn't have traded today, dude. We open up in range. Why would you know what I mean? Those are the things that are going to be said or you're going to be saying to yourself. So just throwing that out there, we surf and we get off, or we zoom in, grab the cash, and we dip out. Time to relax and create what was that, man?
Have you looked at Mara?
I just looked at Riot. Real quick for IMSR, it's approaching what it looks like a 24-hour cost basis at 1165. I see a target above that at 1280. So what was that stock? Sorry, I got short-term memory. Mara, that's right. I was thinking Mar. Oh my God, no! Where's that Michael meme? Fuck.
I'm in it, and it's pulling back right now.
Sell me your contracts. Let me see. Okay. I see the issue here. There it is. It ain't got no gas in it. So.
But it's reclaiming a floor.
It's holding a floor, actually. You're holding a floor and you're still where you need to be. That little wick is just, I mean, this is typical Mara price action. You can't believe anything until something breaks. I would be a little bit more generous, I think, and maybe bring your structure down to a more recent time frame right here. So you could retest tomorrow 1050, but ultimately start setting your alerts, folks. I'll be watching this one tomorrow. Mara's cheap. Whoa, Mara, calm down. Just set the alert. Yeah, Lulu from Friday drop. Yeah, that was good empty space right there. All right, that was, I don't know what I just did, but that was not what I was trying to do. There we go. Yeah, some of this won't apply to you. You know, some of you guys are waiting for your watch list to break or, you know, whatever. And that's, obviously important. So your wave might be coming, but I'm talking to those of you guys who have made money, redonkulous money, or semi-redonkulous money, or fractionally redonkulous. All right, if I get another Mara alert, I'm gonna drop it off the watch list. Arm, please. Uh-oh. Damn, bro. What is happening right now? I like a good floor. I like a good floor. Smells like Fabuloso. Damn. Okay, so one of the things that I look for on a floor is, do you have empty space back up above you? The answer is yes. Now, you are leaving that little baby gap behind. So that tells me there's a good chance of an intraday trade and a take over. I don't know if I want to take it there because I mean, the goal is to stay big, right? Stay out here, the 4 hour, and it does shut down a little bit, but it has the framework for just being like that. So I think here's my solution, so I don't get into anything too early or too late. Okay, we're already above that. More power. Let's see here. That's all I got. That's all I need then. Fuck it. Have box will travel. Ray. I'd love it to go down again, but I think I don't think, excuse me, I gotta stop using that word. The target for me is 115 in the most recent price action. 2 minutes left. Or no minutes left, sorry. Ding, 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 ding. That's it for you. No more contracts for you. Unless you're playing the ETFs, you got 15 minutes. Better get going. Oh, shit. PLTR. Damn. Oh, damn. About to seize out. Not yet. But damn close. That candle's a little yucky. All right. So you are where you in between where you need to be and where you need to stay. You got empty space up above you. So drop to the lower time frame and give me 20. Right. Nope. 15 minute. There it is. Right up yonder. Good empty space up there. Good empty space up here. Target 192.88. Obviously, can't take that right now. Options or shares today? A little, well, mostly options. I traded AMD today and had a couple swing trades go bananas. I let the day trades pop out at me. Those things, usually in the morning, that's when I see, I might have charted it the night before, but it's the opens that really set it off. I'm like, oh, gap down. Sweet. I know we've been waiting a while on D-Nut. Waiting a while, dude. I've been fucking mixing donut batter for forever. Oh God. Forgot I'm in a Discord with perverts. 532 Pinch. Yeah, we talked about this morning, right? No, we didn't. It was a different stock. But this is, it's fucking donut is pinched up. I would love some sort of squeeze, acquisition, buyout. I don't care what it is, but if we could get some juicy squeeze news, that would send us in the right direction. What's up, my boy? What's up? Get him. I'm on the YouTube. All right. A few more here, and then we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Hymns. No shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We talked about this morning, right? That's what happens when you hit large structure. Somebody, who was it? You?
That's funny, bro. We were just talking about him, like going back and looking at a previous play that you took, and the fucking chart looks good. That's why I was laughing.
I mean, that bounce right there, you know, where it goes, I think it's time to probably get rid of all of this and go to the weekly. There it is. Okay. So check this out. Watch this level across the board. So 3475 is numero uno. Importante. And
Very good, Potter.
thank you. Thank you. Working on it. My son's in Spanish class.
Very good.
Empty space. Lower time frame. Okay, so you're holding that floor, so 3214 over 3295. You got a little pocket right there, and that's where you need to pick up the speed. And you'd be looking right up in there. So I mean, like, lower time frame for sure. This makes your job a little difficult. And I would say that, look, based on previous price action, I mean, look at where it rips. You know what I mean? Like, this is what makes it play. And I will say on the weekly looks good, so that weekly needs longer. But I think it's good to look at this stuff, right? Rip, dump, empty space, rip, dump, chop, rip. I mean, it's so I would want to. I mean, you've really tightened up this empty space on your way down. So curious on this one, but definitely more of a weekly setup, I think, for me. I mean, you just look at how it performs outside of 3475. I think that would be great. Rivian still holding. Look at this shit, dude. What's happening here? Oh, it's at the bottom of my channel. Beep boop. I was hoping we didn't have to go that far, but that's where we're sitting. Or no, we're not even really sitting there. So there's still possible new lows at 1816. And that on the 24-hour lines up perfectly with your structure. So you know what? If we could honestly, because we did technically close lower today, if we could do one more of that exact candle, maybe a little bit more green up there, and just tap, fill that gap, and then reverse. If that happens, oh my God, I think that would be dope, because that would play into this, and then we could play this potentially up and out. But QQQ, yeah. Pens dropped fast, but it held. eBay. Damn. Today was obviously the day. I was a continuation candle tomorrow to 94. That is a huge 24-hour level. Now, beyond that, and if you can break that, I would be looking into the 97s. Okay. So far down. You know, it's like they don't want to let it go. And I tried my hand on it, I think once and got fried. Could see it coming, but okay, I mean, I get your point there. You got 3 rejections overhead, 4 rejections overhead. If this was a fucking the bottom, right? Sometimes I like to nope, reverse that. Sometimes I like to flip it upside down and look at it like that. And it's like, okay, well, we've definitely held that. Oh my god. Wow. So what needs to happen? 2602 is your first trigger, and then it's here, and that's 25, which you've bounced off of countless times. I mean, with today, Fly Girl waking up like that, you know, it hasn't broken anything, but I can see that potential. Now, you're leaving empty space behind, you know, in a couple of different places. So if you were to start this short, I think as long as you can situate yourself before you hit the floor, that would give you the opportunity to add time and deal with that bounce when it comes, and then look for, yeah, continuation potentially to the downside. It's super heavy, but I mean, that heaviness can get turned into buying power instantly. So without a trigger, I mean, at least a little bit further down, I could see that. QBTS. They're doing quantum shit. Isn't that right? Dude, when they attach quantum technology to AI, I think that's when the cooking finally begins. That is a very bunched up, nice uptrend channel. I mean, you got empty space up to 3650 here. Cost basis 35 flat. So, I mean, I could, you know, maybe a little bit more of this, but ultimately, yeah, I think a little bit more of this would do perfect. But you're going to have to need to map. You're going to need to map this out on the lower time frame. Give yourself a good box and go from there. There you go. Oh, fucker. So these two triggers right here, I think would help you. It looks good, actually. It looks fucking bitchin'. Excuse my language, but it looks good. ACHR. Oh yeah, so let's talk about this one. Today it pulled back and didn't lose anything. The candle stayed green, so I stayed in. Contracts are but I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing try to open up outside of $9, and if it can, I think we finish the play. It's not surprising based on how it, I mean, you can see the pullbacks over here and it still fills and still rips, so I'm going to stick with my play. Can I explain the cues again? Yeah, so the cues have closed up against this particular wall, trying to break it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And with the empty space on a lower time frame and the center mass being, or cost basis being around 630 area, I could see a potential move up there. Now, at the same time and in the same breath, if we're unable to gap up or CPI forces us down, all of today's price action being as empty as it is, we could be looking underneath 626.44 for a pullback into there. And that could be where we bounce and reverse, or that could be where we obviously break down, but our trajectory is up. So knee up. Oh my God. For the setup, it's actually not that hard to identify what's going on here. So it looks like your mid approach. So outside of 8160, you're in a channel. I don't want to give it that, but we'll give it the whole channel. So my first request here would be obviously to get outside of that previous hold of 8250. I think that would obviously put you back up, and then you're looking for a punch back over and through the 8475 box. On pins, what's my cost basis? Like underneath us, or hey, look at that bounce, dude. Didn't I just say that? I just said that. Oh, good at That's good. It fell fast though. It didn't lose anything. Pop. But cost basis where, I think, is the better question. I'm looking at it right now. Can he not see it? We did it. I'm doing it. I don't. Oh, going up. I don't have a cost basis. All I have is a break of 27.80. That's it. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. It is fucking feels like it's Thursday. See you guys tomorrow. Okay. Good job today. Remember what I said about the money. Doesn't matter what day. Doesn't matter how many days. If you got something you want to hold on to, if you want to prove to yourself that you got what it takes to keep doing this, you can start over again. Keep that money safe. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace out.
Thank you, Potter.
Yeah, no problem, y'all. Peace.